Hey you guys, hello and welcome. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I'm out here in Carrisdale, I think. I don't know, it took me a good hour and a half to get here. It's South Vancouver. I just went to the Ecuagenera show and the Vancouver Orchid Society show at Southlands Nursery over here. And I just wanted to give you guys some thoughts because I know that a lot of people go to Ecuagenera shows, and this was my personal first time, and it was kind of what I expected, but it was also kind of not what I expected. So the first thing that I want to say is pre-order, pre-order, pre-order. I've noticed just a dramatic quality in between the plants that are pre-ordered and the plants that are there when you just show up to the pop-up. 100,000 billion% better. So I got this Morinense, Anthurium Morinense, and it is huge. I paid like $18 for this, I want to say, and it's in pristine condition. It's got beautiful roots, and that was pre-order. So then I got there, and the Morinense that they had just at the pop-up was like maybe this long, and it was like $45, which is insane. Another thing I want to say is get there early. I noticed when I got there, it was kind of busy, which seems to be a very recurrent theme with Ecuagenera events and just Orchid Society events in general. But there were more people than I thought that there would be. Everyone was wearing a mask, so that's something that's to be mindful of with COVID-19 and stuff like that. People were wearing a mask from what I saw. When I went there, it was definitely ramping up. So I got there at about 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and people started flooding in. So just something to notice. They had a beautiful, beautiful section on orchids. I'm not sure if that's just regular Ecuagenera pop-ups, but this particular one had lots of Paphiopediums. It had lots of Cataleas, some really nice aromatic ones, and the smell was just beautiful. So I kind of wanted to show you guys what I got. So I got Anthurium gracile. This was $35. This was the best one that I saw there. Really good quality. It has a little bit of what almost looks like powdery mildew on the very top leaf there. Another thing that people don't really tell you about Ecuagenera pop-up events and just like tropical plant pop-up events in general is that a lot of the plants, when they get transported, they do suffer some bacterial infection. I noticed a little bit of water molds on some of them, like a pink like slime mold on the bottom side of the leaves. So if you're going to bring back plants from these events, highly recommend quarantining them, putting them under a cloche so that they can acclimate and have good humidity for at least the first week, and watch out for like different pests and stuff. I didn't notice any pests, but I have been to one of these events before, not with Ecuagenera but with Tropicals, I think is the name of the company, and I noticed some, not a lot, but some spider mites, so just something to be mindful of. And I just wanted to show you guys the rest of the stuff that I got. I was pretty excited. I got this thing here. It's a ficus something. It looks almost like a squash or like a cantaloupe plant. I have no freaking clue what this is. And interestingly, I feel like I know my aeroids, but there was lots of stuff there where I had never seen those names before. It was just beautiful. I got to see them in person. A couple species that I want to talk about are the Anthurium regali and the Anthurium warraquinum. They're kind of more popular ones. Get those earlier. Arrive on the first day or even on the day of pre-orders if you want to get those, because those sold out so fast. I got another one of these. This here is Anthurium kunthii. It's got this really nice compound leaf to it. Yeah, it's in pretty good condition. Got some nice aerial roots. Another thing I was going to say is just like when you're getting the pre-orders, they're a lot bigger than you might think they are. So definitely that's the way to go. And I'll keep you guys updated. I noticed a little bit of bacterial blight on some of the plants too, but then again, that's just, they're coming all the way from Ecuador. So definitely keep monitoring their website for new pop-up events, because there's actually one that's coming right by my house. And I didn't actually know about that, so I could have saved myself the hour and a half coming here. So they don't advertise them until like pretty much like a month before the pop-up in lots of cases. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. I'll keep you guys updated. Another thing I want to say is, in general, the root systems are a little smaller than I thought they would be right across the board. This guy is packaged in what looks like sphagnum moss. That seems pretty commonplace. Some of the orchids were under these small little plastic containers to keep humidity. Some of them were just bare root. Some of the larger philodendrons, philodendron serpens, for example, was bare root. And yeah, the hours are typically 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Definitely get there earlier because people are very adventitious and, dare I say, competitive. So a lot of the good stuff goes earlier on. And yeah, they give you a code. You'll find that on your invoice when you order for pre-order. Just give them that code and they automatically kind of know what to give you. Huge thing I want to recommend is checking your order before you get it for root rot. A couple of the people there were kind of disappointed and noticed some root rot on their plants. And I mean, nobody wants that if you're paying decent money and you're not getting them on sale. Smaller plants are packaged in a different way. I have this philodendron varicosum here. Those are just in bags. If I were to rate this event out of 10, I would probably give it like a 7.5. Beautiful selection of species. Kind of a lower quality than I thought they would be, but I mean, I live in a cold climate. It's just the beginning of spring. It's 2 degrees here right now. I know it doesn't look like that because I got like barely any covering, but it's 2 degrees. Yeah, just go there, expect lots of people. Expect high prices, higher prices than pre-orders. In some cases, double the price. I noticed lots of things there were well over $100. If you want an Anthurium warraquinum or an Anthurium veitchii, those were very expensive at the pop-up. Something to keep in mind. And yeah, beautiful neighborhood here though. I would go back to Southlands just for the view, honestly. The houses here are gorgeous. Yeah, so stay blessed. One more thing I will say is this is definitely a money trap. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, just bring a couple of bills. They do accept cash. They prefer debit. But go easy on it because it's easy to spend a lot of money because they're expensive. Yeah, so stay blessed. Have a wonderful weekend and love you guys. Bye.